Fearnley handed Kyrgios blockbuster. At Australian Open, rising British star Jacob Fearnley is set to face Nick Kyrgios and a partisan home crowd in the controversial Australian's planned return to Grand Slam tennis. Kyrgios, who has been given a wildcard by Australian Open organisers, has not played at a major since the 2022 US Open after a series of injuries. Draper, seeded 15th, faces Argentina's Mariano Navone as the British men's #1 looks to back up his run to the US Open semi-finals last year. In the women's draw, British #1 Katie Boulter, seeded 22nd, starts against Canada's Rebecca Marino, while Emma Raducanu faces 26th seed Ekaterina Alexandrova. Novak Djokovic, who is being coached by Andy Murray in Melbourne, plays American wildcard Nishesh Basavareddy as he pursues a standalone record of 25 Grand Slam titles. Defending men's champion Jannik Sinner opens up against Chile's Nicolas Jarry, while Aryna Sabalenka begins her bid for a third straight women's title against 2017 US Open winner Sloane Stephens. The main draw of the Australian Open begins at Melbourne Park on Sunday. Fearnley rewarded with exciting Melbourne draw. Jacob Fearnley is applauded off court by Novak Djokovic at Wimbledon. Image source: Getty Images. Image caption: Jacob Fearnley pushed Novak Djokovic to 4 sets on his Grand Slam debut at Wimbledon last year. Fearnley, 23, has qualified for the main draw of a major for the first time following his meteoric rise into the world's top 100. The reward for the British #3 is a first-round tie against Kyrgios, presuming the 2022 Wimbledon finalist is fit enough to play. Kyrgios, 29, recently made his comeback in Brisbane after an 18-month absence following the wrist surgery, which left him fearing for his career. On Wednesday, the former world #13, who is unranked, said he is now nursing an abdominal injury. "It's not too serious. I'll just take it day by day and give myself the best chance," said Kyrgios. Who are the other Brits facing? 7 British players have direct entry into the main singles draws, although Harriet Dart and Billy Harris were unable to add to that number after losing their final qualifying matches on Thursday. Cameron Norrie has been handed a difficult start against Italy's Matteo Berrettini, a 2022 semi-finalist at Melbourne Park and one of the most dangerous unseeded floaters in the men's draw. Like Fearnley, Sonia Kartal is playing in her first overseas Grand Slam following the best season her career. The 23-year-old faces Spain's Jessica Buzas Monero, with the prize of potentially facing Sabalenka in the second round. Jody Burrage, who has used a protected ranking after missing a large chunk of last season through injury, must wait to see which qualifier or lucky loser she plays. Burrage, 25, also has the likelihood of facing a superstar in the second round in the shape of third seed Coco Gauff. Sinner avoids Djokovic and Alcaraz until final. Although the unpredictable nature of a Grand Slam tournament means things do not always pan out as expected, the draw ceremony is always an exciting event, which allows fans to plot out what might happen. The projected routes of a player and their potential opponents through the draw can offer some guidance of how they might fare. The leading 2 seeds are split, meaning they cannot play each other until the final, should they get that far. Sinner has been drawn in the same half as American 4th seed Taylor Fritz and Russian 5th seed Daniil Medvedev. It means Sinner cannot play 10-time champion Djokovic or Spain's Alcaraz, who is aiming to complete the career Grand Slam at the age of 21, until the semifinals. Despite being at the opposite ends of their careers, Djokovic and Alcaraz have developed an intriguing rivalry, which has produced some enthralling encounters. The pair could meet again in the Melbourne quarter-finals. In the women's draw, Sabalenka could take on Gauff, who faces 2020 champion Sofia Kenin, in a tough All-American first-round opener. In the semi-finals, neither Sabalenka nor Gauff can face second seed Iga Swiatek, who opens against Katerina Siniakova of the Czech Republic, until the final.